What's up guys, PTG here, back with another video. Today we're trying Can't Let Go once again. But yeah, let's get into it and let's see how far I can get into it. Yeah, the last few tries weren't that amazing. I think I got around 70%. And it seems like these attempts aren't going to get much better. But I'm not trying to beat the level. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I did beat base to base. So I'm definitely happy with that, and it felt amazing to finally beat a level like that. But today is something more casual, just trying, practicing as well. And yeah, some people have asked me to tell me something more about myself. Yeah, I am a faceless YouTuber, so I like to stay somewhat anonymous as well. But I can definitely tell you somewhat more about myself. Thank you for Shashiku and Yuna for asking, of course. You've been quite loyal these last few weeks and growing with me. It's been absolutely amazing, of course. So thank you guys for asking, and I will tell you somewhat more about myself. Yeah, so my real name is really Dutch, so I can give a rough translation to that as well. It should roughly translate to something like Brian. At least that's what my grandpa always used to say. So yeah, I guess you guys can call me Brian. I'm in my mid-20s, like exactly. I'm 25 years old. So yeah, closer to 30. And that's quite scary as well, of course. I don't know why, but for a lot of people that should be like a milestone. And yeah, it seems so far away, but it's still so close by. Because I've done like most of my 20s in COVID, and that was really difficult as well for personal growth and of course human relationships with friends, family, all these kind of things. It was really tough for me, and yeah, you've missed something, I think. I feel like, at least. So yeah, I still feel like I'm in my early 20s, but I'm in my mid 20s, going on to 30 actually. So yeah. Yeah, and for the rest, yeah, I finished school like 2-3 years ago, I think, when I was 23, 24 maybe. And after that, I did not do a lot. I worked at my part-time job as a sales person, I think. Sales and tech I did a lot of. And that's also where most of my, yeah, how can I say it, my interest in more tech began. I've always liked Apple devices, so like MacBook, Apple iPads, iPhone. I've always been an Apple user. But from the moment that I worked more in the tech sales, I was getting more interested in the Windows PCs as well, mostly for gaming, of course. Because I've been a huge fan of gaming since little. Played Pokemon games, Digimon, I was quite fond of course, as well. The monster catching games as a genre in general was really fun for me. I also like the more JRPG kind of games like Dragon Quest, and I've played some Final Fantasy games, but didn't really get into it that much, so I've only started like a few games there on my DS. But for the rest, all of the Pokemon games, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon even, and yeah, my first game was Diamond and Pearl, and I got Diamond, and it was really fun to play, and still one of my most beloved Pokemon games, I guess, mostly because of nostalgia as well, I think, but still quite fun. And yeah, other games as well, Minecraft, Terraria, and the last few years I've been really getting into the Elden Ring games. So I've mentioned it before, I think. Elden Ring is one of my favorite games at the moment. Managed to get Platinum on the PS5 with the base game and beat the DLC as well. And now getting on in Elden Ring Night Rain, I've beaten every boss. So yeah, really fun as well. And I'm trying Demon Souls now and Lies of P, I think. I've also downloaded, so yeah, trying that as well, because I'm really getting more into the Souls genre. Really difficult, and I think it gives somewhat of the same feeling as Geometry Dash as well. The feeling of satisfaction when you beat a really hard boss or beat a really difficult level. Yeah, it's just amazing, and that's why I love these kind of games, and that's why I also love Geometry Dash, I think. Yeah, and that's somewhat more about me and my hobbies. Let me see, what did you ask again? So I've mentioned my name somewhat, of course, my age, your school, college, profession. Yeah, sure. I've did a I've got my degree in business administration. I think is a correct translation. And it rhymes, quite funny. So yeah, business administration, a quite broad degree, of course. I've definitely picked this because yeah, I did not quite know what I wanted to do, and business administration was so broad that you have a lot of job opportunities, and in the Netherlands we definitely have. And I eventually ended up in a job in finance. Yeah, so just like the song in finance, but I'm not that tall though, and not blonde or blue hair, blue eyes, or whatever the mean is. So yeah, I'm a financial, and I've been doing that for a year now. And because of that, I quite enjoy the job. I find it really fun, but I've noticed I want a really good work-life balance. So I'm searching for a lot more, like hobbies to enjoy myself and really make good use of the time that I have outside of work. And that's how I actually got into YouTube as well. Just finding new hobbies, finding new things to do, and YouTube always seemed like a fun thing to do to me. And of course, you have a lot of awesome stories of people that get YouTube famous and how cool it is, but it's still quite difficult as well. And I think as a kid from my generation, I think every generation at the moment really wants to try to get into the YouTube scene. So I really wanted to try it once, and yeah, that's how I got into YouTube as well. So yeah, that's something more about myself. Yeah, so I hope you guys get to know me a little bit better right now. If you have any other questions you want to ask me, yeah, definitely let me know, because that's no problem. I'm happy to share some things about myself, but still not too much. But I think with this you know somewhat more about me. And it was quite fun to talk about myself, because that's really easy to do, at least for me it is, in the boundaries that I've set, of course. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. It was a somewhat different video, of course. Did make some progress on Can't Let Go. As you can see, reverse gravity is still, yeah, messing with me. But yeah, definitely some improvements. So yeah, hopefully the next video I can definitely beat Can't Let Go. So yeah, awesome guys. And yeah, thanks for 250 subscribers, of course, as well. Absolutely amazing. And if you like this kind of videos, if you like my content, like and subscribe, of course. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. Have a good day, good night, good evening, whatever. Bye bye.